I'm going to talk a little bit about character voice. A lot of times when we think of a character's voice, we think of dialogue, and that is definitely an important part of a character's voice. But even more important than that, I think, is the voice that we get when a story is told from first-person perspective. Um, and I'm going to use my book Miss E as an example. Miss E is first person, and so we're getting all of the story through the main character, Bets. And we get a lot of her voice. We find out a lot about her as a character just because of how she describes things and how she reacts to things and how she thinks about things. And people sometimes comment, well, you wrote a main character that is a 15-year-old high school girl. How did you do that? How did you create that voice? And that was one of the really fun things of writing Miss E, is that I didn't have to be myself. I could become a different character, almost like an actor on a stage. So when you're creating characters and when you're using these characters to tell a story, don't feel like you have to tell that story with your voice. Don't feel like you have to be the narrator. Think about the character that you want to create. Think about what that character is like and how they might talk and how they might act, and then bring that out into the story through their voice. And it doesn't have to be your voice. It can be a totally made-up voice. You're creating this character, and right along with that, you're creating their voice, and you're telling the story through their voice.